Welcome back to day 3 of the 7-day immunity challenge. So far, we've covered 3 things. Kylie, what are they?
They are adding amla green or amla hibiscus, adding, making sure you get vitamin D in your diet or in your from the sun, and then adding lots of fiber-rich foods for your optimal gut health.
That's exactly right. Now, today, we're going to be talking about the importance of sleep because sleep is a huge determinant in actually strengthening your immune system. There's actually a significant body of research that documents how important sleep really is in not only improving your immune health, but also improving your metabolic health. Case in point, some studies demonstrate that if you lose 1 night's worth of sleep, that is enough to make you substantially more insulin resistant the next day than you were the previous day. Okay, so not only is your cognitive ability decreased, not only are your motor skills decreased, but metabolically you're actually at a much lower level. In addition to that, your immune system also takes a hit.
And it can be very stressful. It can be a very stressful experience to not be able to sleep well or to lose sleep at night. And it can feel very terrible for your body. And, the stress of not sleeping can also impact your metabolic health in other ways also.
Okay, so we want to develop a sleep routine because developing a sleep routine is actually something that's very important in making sure that you can easily fall asleep when the ambient light conditions start to decrease after sunset. Okay, so Kylie, how about you start with a sleep routine?
Okay, so this is actually kind of a fun part of the immunity challenge because this is where you get to play around with the things that are going to work really well for your lifestyle, things that you have in your home already, ways that you can incorporate new activities in the evening hours, in the time before bed. And some of the things that you can do are really things that we talk about a lot in terms of self-care and really bringing that time inward and calm to allow your nervous system to start to calm down, unwind, take away, stress from the day. And some people have a hard time falling asleep, and that can be a very frustrating experience. And some people will actually experience waking up in the middle of the night and, losing sleep in the middle of the night, in the hours, maybe falling asleep easily and then waking up in the middle of the night. So some of these activities, developing a sleep routine can actually help with both of those sleep loss or sleep disturbances. So when you develop a sleep routine, you're basically adding in some activities like, for example, you could add in things like drinking a nice cup of chamomile tea, something warm and calming. Chamomile tea is known to be very calming. You can also soak in a warm tub. So warm water, take a bath, enjoy smells like lavender. Lavender is known to be very calming as well, helps to decrease anxiety and stress, and can help with promoting positive sleep experience. The other thing that you can do is either meditate, sit in stillness and breathe, or listen to a guided meditation. We're actually going to include some suggestions for apps that you can use for that. And also performing gentle stretches before bed, just very gentle, light stretches that will help bring you into your body and get you kind of out of your head so that you're feeling your body. And that's the whole purpose of developing a meditation practice as well.
Perfect. Okay, so in addition to those tips, I also have 3 other tips for you. Number 1, do your best to limit or avoid alcohol and caffeine in the afternoon hours. I like to set a cutoff of 2 p.m. 2 p.m., just stop drinking caffeinated beverages as much as possible. If you're going to have a little bit of alcohol at night, recognize that the amount of alcohol you drink and the type of alcohol you drink can severely impact your ability to sleep. So that is a personal choice on your behalf, but something that is worth paying attention to. Number 2, my favorite. The sleep mask. Here's how this thing works. This is called the Sleep Master. Okay? This thing is like a curtain for my head. I put this thing on every single night, and I know I look incredibly good wearing this thing.
Super cute.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. My eyes are wide open, and it is pitch black inside of this thing. Okay? So I put this thing on as soon as I go to sleep, and I make sure that there's no light coming in from my nose, there's no light coming in up top. And I can fall asleep in like 5 minutes, and I stay asleep the entire night. The only time I wake up in the middle of the night is when I have to go to the bathroom. So I'll do that, come back, put the sleep mask back on, and I am out cold. Okay. If you don't have one of these, you can feel free to pick one up. You can get it on Amazon. You can also get one, at like in the airport. It's really not that hard. It doesn't have to be this big and cumbersome. It can also just be like a more sort of like dainty, what's the word I'm looking for? Like contoured mask. Point being is to get a sleep mask and put it directly on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has one that she doesn't use ever. Okay. Now the third one, your cell phone, your devices, your computer, your iPad. Okay. A lot of us have a nasty habit of bringing our phone to sleep. Oh, I'm just going to read one article. I'm just going to read this one last thing. I just want to watch this one last video. And then you do it. And then before you know it, it's either too late or maybe you only took half an hour to actually do that thing that you wanted to. The problem is that the blue light that comes off of this interacts with your optical nerve, sends a signal to your brain that prevents you from going to sleep. Okay? There's a natural circadian rhythm when the ambient light decreases that it actually secretes, your brain starts to secrete more melatonin that puts you into a more restful state. This blocks that process. Okay? So what I would recommend doing is try to limit use of your device or stop using devices completely by about 9:30 to 10 o'clock p.m. If you can do that, then it'll improve your chances of actually getting to sleep and staying asleep for a long period of time.
Or 1 hour before your natural bedtime. So, that's the sort of recommendations. Before 1 hour before your natural bedtime is the best time to avoid the blue light from your phone, device, any of the computers.
Okay.
So the goal today is to start to develop your sleep routine. Add some things in that hour before bed. Put your device down, commit to that. Add in some of these tools and strategies. Maybe turn on the meditation app and listen to it, but don't look at the device. Use the tools that you have at home to create an experience to help you calm down in the hour before bed and develop a really healthy sleep routine.
And just like everything, take baby steps. There's a lot of things that you can do to improve your sleep. You don't need to put all of them into play immediately, right? If it's literally just adding one tool to your sleep toolkit, it's going to hopefully boost your ability to go to sleep and stay asleep. And that in turn will boost your metabolic health and your immune health at the same time. Other than that, we'll see you in the next video. Have a great night.